would your loved ones possibly say to me? Because I will say anything. I'll tell you what the first thing they say is, I love you. Even if they were mad at you, they're like, I'm not mad at them, I love them. I know why. Peace, they have peace. Oh, I love people. I was already crying before I came out here. I was gonna be like an all about run to get my tissue kind of thing, because you don't care if I'm wearing pajamas, but I care if my makeup's down in the face. No makeup. I tell people, I swear I should put that on my website, don't wear makeup to a reading. People would be like, why? But if I tell you that it's because you're gonna cry it off, then people don't wanna come because they're gonna cry, and then, you know, because you do sometimes. How many of you have ever been for a private with me? No one? A reading? How many of you have ever seen me? One? Okay,
like
there
I've
we go.
seen you, but I've never.
Wow, nobody? All right. How many of you have no clue who I am? No clue? No clue who I am? Oh, you guys are the fun ones. Watch their faces when I start reading, right? All right, for the rest of you, I got rules. I got rules. They're not so hard. Your phone's on silent, that's a really important one. Now, if you put your phone on silent and it starts going off, hold it up. Be like, it's on silent! That's kind of cool, right? Because why would it go off if it's on silent? Because your people broke through. That's all. We're at a comedy club, so of course I have a bunch of jokes, but I'm gonna save them for when I'm starting to cry. Do any of you have crystals in your bra? Alright, I'm not the only one. So, yeah, well, bra, that's close enough. You're wearing your crystals, pockets, purses. Those are your intuitives. They're just trying to stay grounded while I work. They know, right? You know. Those are all your new agers. Watch out for them. I'm just kidding. So for any of you who do follow me on Facebook, I am going to say that I may walk slow and not run, just because last Saturday I went to go see the 90s bands at Mohegan Sun. Do we have any other 90s fans in here? I mean, it was raw bass, came to get down. You know, and it ended with Vanilla Ice. I thought I was gonna pee myself. You're like, what does this have to do with dead people? I turned 50. That's why I was. So happy birthday to all the May birthdays, because all your people have been coming through all month saying happy birthday to me, which is nice. But not for readings, because I'm like, is it your birthday? They're like, no. I'm like, oh, again? Thank you. Because, you know, perks of spirit. Doesn't come with presents, just good vibes. What's up? You good? This little table right here, second one in. Yes, man with beard, lady with hat, happy people. All right. Once I get started, I'm in. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I know better than to get off the stage here and start giving you the rules, because your people will start interrupting me, and I don't want that this time. Number one, yes and no. I'm an ethical medium. I'll call it out if you feed me something. It's annoying. Let me get it. It feels good. It's like getting a hot shot with no hangover. It's great. Okay? You paid to be here. Let me give you the information. Don't feed the medium. We don't need the information. A good medium shouldn't have to fish. Got it? I don't. Don't let me. Yes or no is good. Now, if I say like Bob instead of Brett, give me a break. I'm going for the B. Am I in the right place? You know? I mean, I'm not perfect, but we'll see. Sometimes it gets really close to like 80 or 90%. That's good. I like mediums like that. I go to mediums too, so, you know. Yes and no. I'll come right to your face too, just so you know. Feel free to give me the hand, give me a little away. Pre-COVID, we'd be making out. I don't mind the hand. Listen. I can feel the body. You're too close. Okay. Rule number 2 is here and there. We're here, they're there. There is heaven. Agreed?
Yes.
Anybody got a better word than heaven? I don't know what it is. Poetry, above, somewhere else, right? A good place. Well, they're going to come through and they're going to give me names, dates. They're going to give me birth dates, death dates, and anniversaries. Months. I kind of limit them to like 2 each. Spirit can get overwhelmed. And Italian families, you're in trouble, because like every month matches, so I might not get a date. We'll see. Sometimes I get a number too. It doesn't necessarily mean it goes with the date, but cool when it does. If I ask somebody what time it is, look, the person I'm reading, it's probably a date connected to you. That happens as well. Spirit will stop me at the right time. Get it? That's a spirit joke, I guess. They don't get that. That's okay. You'll see me look over and talk to people all over the place, be like, what's she doing? And I'm going to say, well, if you knew me in kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, I did it all the time. How'd you get this way? I was born this way. Blame the priest at baptism or the doctor at birth. I don't know. I came out with the veil, that whole kind of thing. You guys are like, shut up and read. We don't have a death date. That's very important. They may give me your birth date or your anniversary as well, but they're not going to give me your death date. Nobody will. If you've had dreams, that's a different story, but no psychic or medium or human anywhere is going to tell you what God can give and what God can take. Okay? That's my stand. Sorry, Catholic. Can't get rid of that history. I feel guilty. I can't do this work without God. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, I can read your people if you don't have God. I don't give a fuck about that. I just can't do it without God. You can have Bob or Buddha or whoever you want. Work good. Your people are still there. Still loving you, right? Rule number 3, trauma versus illness. This is what had me crying right before I came in. Sometimes when there's a lot of trauma in the room, I can feel it. So even though I'm going to stand here and I'm going to make jokes about, what's a psychic's favorite tree? A palm tree? That doesn't mean that I'm not completely and totally connected to them coming through and telling me exactly how they died. That's fine too. And I don't feel it, I'm not hurt, but I'll let you know as much as I can because really they need to validate it. Why are they coming through? I love you. Who are they going to come through? Whoever they decide on that higher level. How come you don't get read? Because you're only thinking with your 2% of your brain. They're thinking with 100% of their soul experiences with another 1,000 dead people that are in this room with you guys trying to decide who needs it most, through who, for who, and why. Something we will never understand. Got it? Now, we voted for red. That's Wizard of Oz. Just saying. It's all about ruby slippers. It's all about somewhere over the rainbow. Right? You hear me? So that, for me, is my number 1 sign. I have one person in spirit, as I don't cry, right? And that's my sign. So when I put that post out, which was on her birthday, and you guys all went red, I was like, please. So I just want you to know that I feel like the person I lost was literally in your fingertips if you type red. That's how I feel. How special, right? And any of you who use the Wizard of Oz, or the color red, or somewhere over the rainbow as your sign, that's it. Take it, you got it. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna read you, I'm just saying take the damn sign, right? How many of you saw a sign today or got a sign within the last 24 hours? Who? Raise your hand higher. You got it. Show me. Be proud you got your sign. Did you? You did. How? The rest of the people are like, what are you talking about? That penny from heaven that shows up from nowhere. That cardinal that won't leave. That butterfly that lands on you and you're like, what is happening? That's because your loved one is with you and animal life can see that heaven and loves it and is around you and is bringing those signs to you. Do you understand that? I still hear shut up and read. You guys are cute. I'm there. So when we do need tissues, if you guys don't have enough of, your own here, put them on our level. Well, you don't think I stay up here, do you? What would be the point of sneakers? Yeah, I'm taking this though. Whew. What's up, people? All right. Hi. So, I put flyers on the table so I don't have to talk about myself. If you want to know anything about me, please Google me. I was being maybe 18 and over. Hi. Whew. I was wondering when they were going to pop in. How are you? Good, record. I see your phones. Do your thing. Just don't hold it up in front of me. That's all. Just kind of put it down. You're good. You're good. I'm getting the letter J, and I feel like I have a female that's coming through. Do you understand this? Is this a mom connection? It's going to be a female connection. If nothing else, it's going to be something I'm either calling mom or I'm connected to mom. Are we all friends? Okay. Are we family also? 3 of you are family. Are we sisters? Cousins. Sisters. I want to talk to my sisters. Okay, I'm narrowing it down. And that's relative. I'm going to say to you that the way that you are sisters and how you are connected seems very unique and very special. Does that make sense? Now, I'm adopted. You two don't look alike. That don't mean shit in my family because none of us look like me. But you are sisters, right? So is there a grandmother connection that could come through that maybe could bring somebody else through with her? Okay. Are we missing another sibling somehow? I don't mean to walk away from you. I just felt energy and it was really strong and it started ringing in my ear. And I was like, oh. I point out what I feel physically because like if you guys over there are watching me read and all of a sudden your ear starts ringing and I back up and I go, oh my gosh, my ear is ringing. Any of you who are experiencing things like I am, that's because your body can hear what I hear also. Just know that. If I'm crying, you're crying, you don't know why, you don't know her people, that's okay, you're hearing the same thing I'm hearing. Kind of weird. Don't be woo-woo. Don't be weird. Whew. But you have a sibling crossed. Is it like a sibling? Is it a younger person? All right, so I'm going to say this. First, I have a grandmother coming through, and she's trying to get somebody else to come through with her, but they seem stubborn. So I'm just going to connect with somebody who I would consider to be stubborn, and I hear the letter J as a defining letter. Whew, and I feel like I want to talk about feminine energy. Does this make sense? You have a J, and this is a female, and she's crossed over. Thank you. Not a grandmother? Can I come younger? Oh, she is a grandmother. Fine. She tells me she wants to be like a mom. You can argue, you can say no, but would you understand her point of view? Okay, as long as you understand her point of view. Is it Jane? No. Jane, Joan, what's her name? June. All right, I'm going to take it. If you guys don't mind. June. It's June. I might not have said that because of it being a month also, but I do that with May a lot. If I insist May is a month, but the person's name is May, just feed me that. That's not a secret. That's helping a frustrated medium. Got it? That's not feeding me. It's like saving me from choking. My love. Something about singing? Does she use songs? Is she connected to somebody you love? Okay, thank you. Is it a mom to or a grandmother to a spouse? Okay, this is important that she comes through first. Do you understand why? Is there a dad crossed? Also? Is there a dad crossed also? Both of them are there. Well, they come through as parents. Do you understand why? Did they raise them? Okay, they're like, stop calling us grandparents. Are we ma and pa? Or I feel like there must be names. Meme and Pepe. Just not grandma and grandpa. All right, Meme and Pepe is still grandma and grandpa. Please, and he's living, right? Yes. Okay, I don't kill people, honey. Yeah. I'm Sicilian, but then I was adopted by Polish people, so I scapegoated that whole life of crime. I hear it's lucrative. From the dead people. I've been doing this a long time, 30 years. 30 years. She says that she really, there's like a love for you, or there is an appreciation for you, where I feel like they took a lot of pride in raising him and being around him, and I think that they're trying to show me that you are really loved by him and his family. Does this make sense? Okay. Don't doubt those things. Are there babies? Do you have kids? Are we having another one? Okay, I'm not going to throw you kids if you don't need kids, honey. Trust me. If I do throw that to you, that means we're talking tonight. Here comes the food. No, literally. Hold on. That was fun. Is there a B connection, like B. Brian, or who's that? They used to call him Bouncy. Okay, just validation of that I was with you. I'm not sure I've ever had like my husband's grandparents come through. Like, you know what I mean? That's pretty stretching it. But yet they were the most important people in his world. It's why he fell in love with you. Hi, how are you? Good. Sometimes I can get really weird in between readings. Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
All right, I know it's not what you expected. I'm known for that, maybe. So, did you bring a picture? Yes or no? And is it a physical picture, like either printed out or pocketed or from the funeral or whatever? Is it that card? Is it in your back pocket? Because I feel like you're bending it. It's in your back. Well, I'm being told it's bending. So I don't know why they're saying this. Did you try to force the wallet closed? Like, what did we do? You're so funny. I see flowers. Are there flowers connected to this person? I understand. Is this a mom? Oh my God, I love her. Okay, wait a minute. She just literally made me eat daisies. So I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Do you eat flowers? Fuck, I don't know why you're eating flowers. Some of them are poisonous, you know. I eat some of those. My friend Pam and I, this is how honest I am. Because I grew up in Manchester, and if I did this shit, you did this shit. And if you didn't do that, that's fine, but your people who are in spirit might have. My girlfriend and I, we ate morning glory seeds once. That was like before people could get that DMA shit on the street. We were like eating it out of seeds. We were tripping all over the place. I'm just joking, but I'm not joking. You're not tripping. I'm not worried about that. Please don't let me infuse the real drugs in her world. However, I'm also bringing through somebody who's talking about drugs, which is probably connected to either you or you. Understood? Other people connected with drugs with you? I'm not doing heroin. I'm tripping. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like at Wickham Park in the fountain and shit. I don't know. Do you have another friend, Frost? Then who is talking about all this? Your mom? Did you go to school with her? Are we from Manchester? Okay. Is she from Manchester? Fine. She makes me eat flowers and makes me go on some fucking tangent somewhere. Why? Is that her personality? Okay. Do you have any idea what she's talking about when it comes to like that whole hippie side of her? No. Okay. Is Dad with her? Because he's not in your energy field. So if he's not crossed, we don't talk to him? We don't know him. I'm so sorry. I know, but it's valid. I made a validating connection, and it hurts. She didn't tell you? She didn't want you to know? I mean, everybody just take a breath. Breathe with me. I don't know what to tell you because I don't want to interfere. And she tells me don't interfere in her process. And I said, okay. And she said, can I guide you with flowers? And I said, okay. So she says she's going to use flowers to guide you, to make a decision, to do what you need to do. I'm going to stand here in front of all these people and say, I kind of feel like he's in spirit with her. Okay? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I don't want to impose that. Do you know what I mean? But she makes me feel like there's peace between them, and in order for that to happen, he would have to be there with her. But you are so loved. She tells me again that it's nothing that I would understand, that it would only be something you would understand. And she says there's 3. So are there 3 of you? 3 kids? And we're all siblings. Damn right we are. I feel like I'm right. I don't know. I don't know why I want to yell. Did she yell a lot? Because I literally want to go like get on the stage and be obnoxious. Yes? Yes, that's my girl. She says I can't come through without being like that. You won't know who I am. Can I say a mean thing? Oh my God, this is so mean. Did she travel a lot? She was starting to. She says, like, I'm following the carnival, or I'm part of the carnival, or I'm joining the circus, or she's trying to tell me that's where she's going. Okay. All right. Well, the only thing I can tell you is if it's a festival, or if it's a party, or if this is where she's going, she's trying to let you know I have no pain, I have no regrets, and I'm going to continue to do the traveling that I set out to do. So if you want to know where I am, you better look at a map. Because she's not here. Does the West, I want to say Colorado, but it doesn't fit. Does Colorado make sense to you? Kind of is like kind of pregnant. Why? What would be Colorado? Texas, Arkansas, California, Arizona. Fine, Arizona, Colorado. I'm not a, geography. No, psychic? Not geography. I can't do math either. But do you understand she's on her way? Oh, she loves you. I don't know what all that means. Who crossed, or who's doing the drugs? Because she's loud. Do we have somebody here who has issues? Somebody who's crossed? No. So why are we talking about the drugs? Don't know. They don't know. Okay, that's fair. Tell me why the flowers, eating the flowers. It's not good. It's gay now. You shouldn't do that. Are you doing an herbal thing? Are you vegetarian? Then why did she bring it up? Oh, she's actually talking about fucking flour. Now I know why I'm tripping at the festival over the New Year's Eve. You know I host bacon bakes in my backyard, right? She just emailed me back. See? Just so you know. What? If you can drink a mimosa, who says you can't eat an edible in that bag? Fuck it. Thank you. It's Connecticut. I used to go to Boston and go to the hemp rallies, and I hear you. I used to protest for that shit to be legal medicinally. I mean, all the cancer patients who could have used it back then. Cancer patients. Mm-hmm. Cancer patients? Hi. We just lose someone? We just lost someone, right? Yeah, I'm okay. They're okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? Whew, they pulled me right down here. I get weird between each one. I almost even forget where I was at. I know I was talking to your mom. I know that your mom was lecturing you about taking drugs and being really obnoxious. I know that she's singing, dancing. I know she likes the carnival. There's a Ferris wheel connection. Can you validate that? Yes, that's all I care about. And she loves you. She's like, I'm up front now. I was like, yes, I know we're up front now. I'm kind of sending her. I have to ask, and I'll be right there. Is there a B connection to your mom? Beverly, Betty, Beanie. I know we were nicknamed. Yes. What is that? Beth. Okay. I don't know why, but hi. Is that okay? All right. Okay. I have a younger male that's standing next to me, but that's not who I have for you. But I have a younger male standing next to me who's kind of like pulling at me, pulling my arm, trying to get my attention. Stop staring at me, guys. I'm just kidding. I do, I understand. I do. Is this a mom? Okay, is mom crossed? Okay, then maybe mom's gonna bring somebody through with me, okay? Yeah. Well, yes, it's okay. What are you gonna say, no? Wait. Mom and dad are both there, so they're both taking charge to bring somebody through. Did we lose somebody to cancer? I just wanna, don't pull out, don't worry about it, you're good. I'm with him, or them. Yeah. I'm angry about it. So I'm just angry, just trying to navigate how, is this a sibling? Okay, because I hear he's trying to figure out how to save me. Not the first. You have two siblings there? No, but okay, so I have another sibling that's, okay, or a younger male? Nope, hold on, hang on. Is this a brother that we lost? Yes, okay. Is there another sister here? Or do we have a sister there? No sisters. You have a sister here. I don't kill people, honey. So don't worry. You can have a sister here. So would it be okay for him to say a hello? Yes? Okay. Your mom and your dad have to bring your brother through. I feel like, one, he's spoiled. And they just are very happy to finally have him in their arms, which means he was probably suffering in some way. Does this make sense to you? Yes. I don't know, he's trying to be funny, but they're talking for him at the moment? No? Doesn't make any sense. Say no. Okay. And he had cancer. Was he a smoker? I smell smoke. No, that's okay. But he keeps going, yeah, cancer sucks. I'm like, yeah, I know, cancer sucks. We can throw that up into the wind, nobody's gonna disagree. Forgive me. We must have a trauma. We must have a trauma. I see your necklace. Where's the J sound, or J for junior? Who's the junior? Or a J sound? Jerry. And who's Jerry? Is that the brother? Thank you. Okay, he is not cooperating very well. I don't know what his deal is. He's like, this isn't my thing. I just want to say hi. I feel like he's not from Connecticut because he's got some kind of like Brooklyn whatever. You know what I mean? Or Massachusetts. Where is he from? Vermont. Fine. Up the road a bit. Whatever. He's just not talking Connecticut like, okay? And then what he does is he turns around and he says, what's the matter with you? I let mom and dad come through first to let you know I'm with them. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think he believes that you would be with them. And then he starts coming through with all this personality. I'm not going to say that he scares me, but there's a little bit of him that's a little bit of a bully compared to you. You seem very calm. He seems very Jerry. He will not button his fucking shirt though. This is driving me nuts. I don't know if it's just because he's making fun of this, but he's just buttoning like, 2 is good, let's go. I'm like, button your shirt, man. He's just saying, I love you. He's saying that he knows you prayed for him. He's saying that he knows he kept all of it about him away from you so you wouldn't worry about him because it's not your job to heal him. Is he younger? Forgive me. Still not your job to heal him. Did he work with metal? Is there a metalsmith, metal jewelry, metal? Did you bring metal?
He worked more
With wood. All right. Did he like build statues or something?
model boat.
Model boats out of wood? That's fucking cool. I was gonna have him make jewelry, but I guess that would make sense with the tools, right? Is it the little model boats like that? All right, same tools, not jewelry, dude. He just, I don't know. Did he have a son? Say no.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again, because I feel bad. Sometimes when I read people, like I don't want to leave right away, and I feel like I have to leave right away. I don't know if it's because Spirit is taking care of who's in the room, or if it's just because somebody else is pulling me. But I'm gonna ask you very clearly, did we lose a younger male somewhere? Is he connected to losing a younger male? No, okay. Did he have cancer in his stomach? No. Okay, so I have somebody else talking about cancer with their stomach. but then I also have a younger male crossed. Somebody's just interrupting me. And it has to be within my space. That's why I'm like, I keep going down in my mind, but they won't. I'm just kidding. I know I got quiet for a minute. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. Did you guys lose a younger male? Where? You did? Hold on. No, don't hold on. Hold on. Your people are interrupting me, and I know that it's yours and it's not yours, even though we're right here. I just have to say, I think that's pretty fucking cool that they're interrupting, but I'm trying to get them to be quiet, and meanwhile, I feel like you're going, come in, keep going, cancer, cancer. I have a cancer connection that comes down into my stomach. Do you guys understand this? Is this your family that we've lost connected to this? Is this a male? It's a female. All right, I'll be right with you, because this is his brother. Is there something you need to know from him? Because he doesn't let me go now that he's here. In other words, when he shows up, he doesn't leave. Yeah. Do you know he loves you? And did you lose him recent? You guys are good over there. Shush, shush, shush. Yes, you lost him recently? Can you just understand that he is definitely healing with mom and dad? Okay. Thank you. And thank you, Jerry. Don't tell me this is another mom. Is it a mom? Okay. But it's like a mom to me. I can't have it be a grandmother. Is it mom? Are you family? Okay. So it's a grandmother. Who's this to you? Your mom. Thank you. No offense. She just keeps going, mom, mom, mom. I'm like, she just said grandmother. It's your mom. Yes? Are you her mom? No, but you have a mom crossed. Is this cancer? And is it also like lining my stomach? And is your grandmother the same way? Does your mom have cancer now? Yes. Okay. She couldn't. Okay. I don't read illness. Is your mom sick? No. Okay, good. I don't care. Can't make people say God shit. Hold on. Okay, so I have what I would call a glitch in the system. And I'm coming right back around to you, to me. So this is your mom? Okay, so it can't be your mom. She's living, so it has to be your grandmother. Did she take part in raising you? I'm going to talk to her. She says, walk around. I said, okay, I'm going to walk around. I got one thing I need to do. Okay. Don't you fall asleep? We didn't stay up that late last night. Jesus. Can you imagine? I feel like a second grader. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. I love you. Close your eyes all you want. I'm probably praying for your people to come through. I'm just kind of fit with the person I was reading. But if I had made that fit with this woman up front, with her grandmother, I would have missed bringing the validation point of gastric cancer, this, to the woman it was supposed to be with. Does that make sense to you all?
Yes.
Mediums have to recognize that. And if you are one, recognize that sometimes information doesn't always flow like you want it to, but it always has purpose. Fair? Okay. Now, with that being said, I am sure that your grandmother is here to say hello to you, but it wasn't that. Do you know what I mean? It was more of somebody trying to be, I'm the mom with cancer, pigging off of me being open with your brother. All right. Everybody good?
Yes.
Okay. I have to wait for them to talk to me too. We're good, we're good. Everybody's okay? Hi. How are you? Good. Because I don't know exactly exactly which one of these tables I'm at, and because I'm not the medium to call things out, I need to just say that I feel like I have a younger male crossed who's either like a brother or a son. And it seems to be connected to a very quick crossing. And are you tattooed already? Just got it? Don't tell me shit. Is it your son? Your son. Thank you. Now, because I'm looking this way, do you also have a son crossed? You do. You do not. One of you has a son crossed. Well, we're at the table, okay? It's one of the four of you. I'm not one to look around for facial expressions. I ain't got time for that. Spirit looking through my eyes. I'm not trying to. There's a male that does that. I'm going to assume it's you because you have tears. Okay, know her. Okay, see, I'm not. Because you've lost your son. Okay, was it not an accident like that? And you no tattoo on you? Not recent? Okay, so you understand that I need to go to her. Okay, I love you. Doesn't mean I'm leaving you. She's over here crying because I'm turning around. I know it. Okay, thank you. You just do this? You just did it? He's so happy to be able to say hi to you, but when he talks about this accident, he's kind of bold and says, I'd do it again. She said, I know. Did he leave other family of his own behind? Do you have grandkids? No. Okay, but he talks about there being other little ones that he was connected to and that he really loved. So if they're not his kids, he was kids that like nieces and nephews?
Well,
Little.
Younger brother and sister.
Younger. How much younger?
But,
Just
7 and 8 years.
7 and 8 years. Okay, fine. Are you okay? She's like, Are we friends? Yes. No offense, but he goes, that's not family. And he says that because he's very secluded with family. Do you understand? He doesn't have the, he says, Ma, I don't have the mental capacity to speak to people. This is beautiful that he can speak through me, though. This is an accident, is this a vehicle accident? Or is it accidental?
No, he just,
Hold
he
on.
was having panic attacks.
Okay? Which is probably why it's people. I don't want to be around people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He couldn't, okay.
Just told her,
Don't talk, I got this. I won't, we could go to lunch and have conversations. This is just him coming through to say hi. You're good. He loves the tattoo. He keeps going, this is great. I don't know why. Did other people get the same one? Or did other people tattoo then? He says, other people tattooed for me. That must be important. He shows me a couple of things. One, he makes my head really dizzy, like I want to hit the ground. Okay, so he shows me that whatever it was that happened to him, his head got dizzy and hit the ground, and he caused this an accident. Can you say yes? And he says that I'm up here, and there's a lot of people up here making me sing, like la 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 la. Do you understand this? Yes? Yes, okay. And he says that there's a lot of vehicles up here that you guys have killed, he says. Do you understand this? It's like all the cars from the car graveyards have all of his secrets in it, have all of his, so you guys used to have big cars. Boom, 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 cars. I don't know. He's talking about, do you have a dad up there? Your dad had some fucking car that bounced up and down the street, didn't he? That's your daddy. And your grandpa? All I know is that your son is in this ride that I'm like in a 1989 movie or something. With I don't know who going up a street to a barbershop. I don't know. They're funny. He's funny. He's like, don't make my mom cry. Why are you going to feed me information? Today's his birthday. Today's his birthday. See, now if they had said happy birthday to me, I probably wouldn't have said it to you because it was my birthday this week. You know, but it's his birthday. Today. So of course he's going to make an appearance for you. So all these other people who showed up on their people's birthdays, take that as a happy birthday. Your people are there. They do know you came because of them. And he goes, yeah, but my mom got the ticket. Maybe. Winning ticket, Mom. I never thought of a spirit making a joke like that. My mom got the winning ticket, so you win all the time. You probably go, oh, you want to go to bingo? You'd be like, should I go? Like your little ask for him if you're going to waste your money on a bingo, right? She's funny. Talk about using your dead people's abilities. If I don't hear his song on the radio this week, I'm not going out Friday night. That's not the one. So funny. You need his code. You need his code? You have it. Did you steal it? He laughs. He goes, you stole my code. You had it before he died because you stole it, he said. Oh, that's funny. Never mind. Can you tell me what September means, or the number 9? Or 09? House number? Thank you. Whew. Which means he's probably still haunting your house. Okay. I love how... Is your mom here, living? Yes. Okay. I love how your dad says to me in my ear, I love how your mother and I taught you that heaven is real, so you would be able to count on your angels to always watch over you. So now you consider your son one of those angels watching over you, and your father takes pride in the peace that you've received here on earth. What is he, a preacher? No, because he's really eloquent with his words. I love you. Are you okay? Oh, good. Okay, next. She didn't get no special ticket. Because if she did, listen, I'm not one that VIPs everything, because if I'm gonna go out, right? I don't offer that. I'm not a front row person, but it's one of those things where if I could feel what you felt to come, I would have done that. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those weird things that just kind of fits in the way it's supposed to fit in. Did your son have head trauma? Did he have a mental issue? Say no. Anything with the brain at all? No. Do you understand with your son everything I'm saying about that? Because as I walked through here, that's what I felt in the first place. So if I feel something that validates, I will come back to you. I have to feel that shit. If I don't feel it, it don't fly. Because that means it's not there. Ah, funny, we talked about the orange shoes. Ding, ding. I like your shirt. Okay, hi. Are you okay? Liar. You're not here because you're okay. I'm just kidding. Is this another female energy we want to connect with? Is this another mom we want to connect with? Or at least a grandmother? Could be. Why do I want to bring in a spouse? Are you married? Okay. To a man? I gotta ask, don't be funny. My next one might not be a man, who knows? I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know whatever the fuck I want. Did you lose one of your own? Because I'm looking at a younger again. Say it. No. Okay. You good? Just moving shit around. Is it a Michael or a Mikey? Younger. Hold on. Wow, your little corner's all trippy over here. Let me walk by that for just a second. Did you see that? Spirit was like, okay, I'm going to do that again, just because I'll show you guys every single thing I saw as I walk by. I walk over here and I go, okay, I understand He loves you. We're good. I swoof around here. I don't have anybody sitting talking to me here. I look back over here and I know that your son is with you and your energy is very peaceful about that. So I let that move aside until he speaks to me. I walk by this table and I start feeling somebody connected to you. As soon as I look at you, this looks like a female to me. As I walk through here though, I start to feel another younger person crossed. That's my problem. So as I stand here, I go, okay, so there must be somebody younger crossed here. And what was the letter that I said? M, like a Michael. You have a Michael who's living. It could be a Q. Let me hold on to it. Is it family to who you've lost who's young?
Well,
Yes or no? Say no if it's no.
we've lost him.
4. Could be. They always come through and say hi. They always want to be known that they're known, so possibly. I'm just going to stop and bring your grandmother through, even though that's not who you wanted. Let's see who she brings through with her. That there? Okay, so your mom is here. You're married. Everything is fine. We haven't lost any kids. We're all brewing good, right? Okay. To me, I feel like this grandmother wants to come through because she seems to be connected to dad's side of the family. Do you understand this? And she says, I just want you to know everything is okay, almost like she wants to bring through herself as a sign and tell you that, I don't know, she really reprimands you. I don't know if I want to talk like her. She really makes me feel like she's the boss. Does that make sense? Is she a matriarch on that side of the family? It makes sense? Okay. And where is the letter G? M's not for mom, D's not for dad, G isn't for grandmother, S isn't for sister. Bad psychics, don't pay them. Is there a George? Say no, you don't know. Do you not know your extended families? Okay. Well, I hear a G, but I'm not going to stay with you yeah, I know, they'll fight with me. Okay, do this. Come with me. Oh, that feels so much better. You were kind enough to tell everybody in your family that you needed to hear from. Hi, and I hope that they come through and say hi. But I need to leave the grandmother and all that energy behind because I feel like we have a bestie that needs to come through. Or at least we have somebody that has to come through that's more on your wavelength or on your side. Do you understand? I see motorcycles. Put motorcycles away. Are motorcycles filled with ashes? Yes. Okay. And is this motorcycle connection connected to a dad to you? Or to a brother to you? How are we connected? A sister. There's your female. A sister on the motorcycle? Fuck yeah. Okay. She says pull away from mom. Mom's grandmother's energy. This is so stupid. Just watch. I don't know. Do you understand her personality to pull you away from the family? Yes? Yes. Yes. Right? Yes. She says, they don't talk about me. Do you understand? She hates the fact that we're in front of fucking people. If she could push me out this exit door, she would. I swear to God, she's like, can we just, like, do you understand her personality? And I'm pulling her under the spotlight. Fuck her. She says she rings your bells all the time. Do you understand? She rings bells. Does she knock the door or knock the alarm or like I feel like we're hearing the bells going off. Tell me what this is about. Did she have a bell on her keychain for her motorcycle? What does she do with the bell? Wind chimes? Say no. No. Okay, that's one of those things that I'm going to say this. If you figure it out, great. If you don't, I'm wrong. Because, what am I supposed to say, right? When then you get home and there's like a fucking free wind chime on your front step from Amazon or something like that. Like, hey, with your blanket delivery. Thank you, I understand. Do you have children? She says these are my children. Do you have her children? Yes. Okay, that's why. She says again, I'm going to pull you away from family. She says, you need to raise my children, not my family. Do you understand this? She says, I think she thinks you're doing a good job. Listen, I'm psychic. She's saying you did a good job because she's trying to tell you that everything that's happening, that's a lot of bullshit that Rebecca could read that she's not going to bring up because this one and that one is doing this shit and that shit. Girl, I got one at home doing shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that. She goes, I left that for you. She's like, that's her problem now. Did she die quick? Yes. Okay. Are you mad at me that I got you standing up? No. She does not like this. But she says that if I didn't pull you away, you wouldn't have realized who I am. I wouldn't have been able to talk to you because the family talks too much. She says, you're doing a great job. She says, you and your husband are doing a great job. But it makes sense. I almost gave her a dead wife. Said it was a dead sister. I'm just saying. I didn't mean to do that. Was she gay? No, she had kids. Well, that doesn't mean she's not gay. I don't know. Gen Xer. We talk stupid. Kids. She says kids, right? Okay. Can you tell me what the month of April connects to? Because she shows me April really strong. Is this one of the kids? Yes. Okay. So she goes, just give that one an extra kiss for me, but don't tell. All right, go sit down. It's not fun when dead people hold your hands. Actually, it feels really good. It's like I had a love affair with you. You just don't know it. It's true. When I touch a client, that gives spirit an opportunity to kind of through and hold on. I mean, we were sweating. And can I just tell you, is April a daughter? No, it's a son. Does she have a daughter also? Okay, I think she just didn't want to leave anybody out. Okay, I'll tell her. Okay. Is it also a birthday? Or an anniversary? Your mom's? Okay. Well, you don't have to tell your mom you were here. I don't give a shit about that. Apparently your sister was like, do not tell the family. Come over here and get away from them. Did you hear that? All right. So here's the thing about when I do readings sometimes. True personality has to come through. If you had a nice mom and I brought her in mean, or if you had a mean mom and I brought her in nice, you guys might be like, who's she talking to? And yes, when your loved ones are crossed over, they have beatific vision. They have the understanding of the all. They don't apologize. They know why they did what they did. They know the why of the why of the why. They know all of it. And if they couldn't talk, or they couldn't see, or they couldn't speak, or they died very quickly, their soul knows all that. Their soul has 100%. Their soul knows. Your soul knows. Your body and your brain are absorbing this right now, but your soul is absorbing all of it, and it will never go away. And the way my brain is taking this in and experiencing this is 2%. But the way my soul is taking this in and experiencing it, 100%. But if your loved ones came through with that 100%, you wouldn't know what I was doing. And I get that. The fact that your mom had to come back and make sure you were okay, I get that. When your sister pulled you away from your grandmother in my ear, it was one personality getting me away from another personality. Not her trying to be away from her grandmother. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't keeping you away from your grandmother. It was trying to give you a reading that you would understand that you were taking care of her kids. And that you're doing great. And that doesn't mean that they're in your house. That doesn't mean that they're under your roof. And that doesn't mean you did 100%. I don't know any perfect moms in here. And if you are, you must have brought that stone with you to cast on my wall. Because, only those lucky bitches that are perfect get stones. And they're heavy to carry. I'd rather fuck up and drop my stone. And that's what she says. Do you understand? She was your best friend? That's how she comes through. She's funny. She's like, well, at least somebody picked up the slack for me in that family. It's not horrible. You understand her personality though, and how she had to be pushy like that? Yeah, I love her. I'm also a little scared of her, but I won't tell her sister that. And it's not because of the motorcycle, it was because of her mouth, right? She had a mouth that would make you feel like you were dying. I love her. I do. Hi, how are you guys? Good? Okay, so where's the key? Where's the key? Did you guys bring a key? A keychain? A key? What am I looking for? Did you catch you? Show me. You? Ah, that's not for anybody. She goes, that's not for anybody. I need that key. Thank you. I might not be for anybody, but they're going, there's a key, there's a key. There's a wrong arm. Still a key. Okay, very good. Yay. Can people see? Are you guys all okay?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to read them, and if you're one of those people who needs to get to the bathroom or get to the bar or get a drink, now's a good time. I would say you could go, just because I feel like whoever's coming through for you is a little quick and a little shy. Do you understand? Okay, well you look so excited and cute. I don't know what you're doing. Are we all family? Yes. So we're like mom, dad, brother, sister? Like family? Oh, we have a family day. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew. I feel like I'm very connected to you, though. Is it possible you lost somebody in particular that may be outside of this family? I think that this is going to be somebody who's going to pick you first. Why is the keys? Why would you point out keys? Okay, so for the 30 years plus I've been doing this, the key represents to me one kind of a thing. New house, new car, new relationship, new baby, new baba, new something important, really new. Most likely something you need a key for, so either a car or a house. Does that make sense? Sometimes a job. What did you get the new key for? No reason, you just have a new key? Is it a new tattoo? No, that's not new. They're talking about something new in your world is happening that has to do with a new car, a house, or a new, it's like a psychic thing, man. You are. So I would say the apartment for you is already found for you. You just have to either answer it, go see it, or go get the key. I have a grandfather that's trying to come through and say hi. Could this be your dad? Possibly? Could be. Did you lose a dad? I make no assumptions. My dad was 81 when his mom passed. So you don't look 81. So I'm just, I don't want to make assumptions. Who's the papa energy or pop energy? And were they both papas? They were both young. Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I feel like I have a grandfather that's coming through for you. And if it's not one of theirs that you would recognize, would it be somebody who would be a grandfather figure? Do we have step-grandfathers? Look at his face. He's like, no. Nope. No, because I have a male that's standing with you that's really excited to talk to you. And what I need is a grandfather to bring this person through it. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. They said, listen. I'm like, I am listening. Who's the D sound? D Dave, D Dennis, D Donnie. Who's this? Drew? Okay, well, at least I'm right with the right person. I'm sorry, I looked around, I was like, give me validation. D. Okay, we're with Drew. Hi, Drew. Hi. I really think, even though you didn't know your dad, I feel like I'm bringing through your dad. I can't move away from that. Are you named after your grandparents? No, fine. Not Italians? I'll just walk away now. I think that today is something where I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to read for you guys. I think this is entertainment. Does that make sense? Like, hey, let's do this. Does that make sense? And I know it doesn't, it's not always that way. People don't come see Rebecca for fun. I know. Come on. But there's something like that where your dad thinks this is fun. He would want to be a part of the family, and he wants you to know that he has been around as part of this family. He shows me that there's a great admiration for like this honor that you bring or this importance that you bring to your family. You don't take bullshit. He's very American too, because I think I'm putting flags up in my front yard. Does this make sense? And I think that this patriotic embracement comes through you. Did you like Marine Corps or something? No? Okay. Was he? Army. I'll take Army, but very Army. World War II would make sense, especially with wanting the American flag. A lot of our war heroes from World War II came home, putting the flag up front. It has to be up front. So I feel like you guys better have a Memorial Day party or you're in trouble. Maybe I wear my red shoes for you. I don't know. I like blue. But he says this is important. Do you understand? That you feel like you did something good. You kept family together. Does that make sense? Now, do you have, I heard twins. Are there twins in your family? Say no if it's no. I don't mind. You have twins in your family. Just a side note, just a vibration at the table. That just means, either one of your kids could have out twins. Who knows? Not making them pregnant. Not doing that. Don't worry. Unless you want to be. She don't look married. No babies yet, honey. Remember I told you at the beginning, right? Do you remember what I said at the beginning? If I mention babies around you, or condoms. Don't know how many people come back and be like, you jinxed me. I'm like, nah, I told you to wear one. I'm sorry. So you must have a brother in spirit. Do you have a brother in spirit? Where is another male in spirit next to you? Do I have a Jack? That sounds really strange. Jackson? Jack? I have a male in spirit next to you. Say no. Look at him, he's looking at you. Hold on. I do, I understand, and she did. I do. Is there a motorcycle connection to you? All right, so I am... Is there a mechanic? Go outside your family just a minute. I feel like I'm bringing a friend through. That's okay. I heard Jack, and I heard mechanics. I might come back to you on that. I'm going to drop that and come back to you, only because I feel like your dad really just wanted to give you some kudos today, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? You're very welcome. I don't know, just pick, Nope, they said I understand. Is Mom cross too? Okay, your dad's like, you can't leave yet. She's not here yet. I'm like, yep. She's in spirit, don't get me wrong. Please know that your dad is with your mom. They're just giving you love. They're just saying hi. And they literally don't look at anybody else so I can keep going. Otherwise, I'd be stuck here. Because they're sweet. And they linger. But they're sweet. I do think I was missing something about a friend, and I may come back. Just if you figure something out, wave your hand. I'll try to pay attention. But it was there. I think it had to do with work. Hi. I love your ring. This is very pretty. How are you? Good. I have cousins at the table. Where are my cousins? There's females with you? Are you family? No. Okay. I feel like I need to bring through for you a grandmother that connects to mom's side that's talking about cousins. Do you understand? A mom, is mom's here? Yes. Is mom's mom gone? Yes. Am I doing something wrong? We have knocking? Oh, Sure. Yes, right? She comes through, wasn't it a knock? You heard it, right? I'm like, I was knocking. We're past packing cigarette stage, right? Somebody knock, does she knock on your walls? Because that would be pretty weird if we heard knocking, and while that's something that they would do to you. Does that make sense? I feel like she loves your home and your space. She says you've done something recently to your home or your space, which we all do on a daily basis, change our shit. But she's looking at spring, and she says you did a good job. Like, I feel you either brought plants in, or you just put plants that you had in out, which is all very typical. But she still shows me there's a connection to mom with this. Do you understand? Have you recently traveled up north? Because usually when they hold my hand up, they want me to tell you to go north. And that doesn't necessarily mean anything from Massachusetts, but north? Yes? Are you going to go again? Do you live up there? No, but you understand this trip that she wants you. Can you bring mom with you? Yeah, you don't want to, but you can. No, look at her face. She's like, I could. Is this like a family home or something she's talking about? No, but do you know what it is that she wants you to go up north for? I feel like she wants you to stay there. Get your mother and just stay there. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm not going to make that happen, but it could happen. I feel like when it comes to her being present, she uses her cardinals as a sign. And I think this was the first time that I've seen a cardinal walking around the room today. I've seen a few signs. I kind of point things out as much as I can, but cardinal makes sense for you? And she says that this comes more than once. So you'll get it 2 in a day, 3 in a day. Those are fun. She goes, but it's always me. She laughs. Okay, somebody here is telling me they can't hear. Who's got the hearing thing? Hi, I have a hearing thing. I'm old. I don't know. Do we need a hearing? Did somebody have a hearing aid in? No? Say no. Have her hold it. Okay. I know that you don't want me to stop and talk to you, and I don't really give a flying fuck if you believe me, or what I say or what I do. My job is really simple. It's to be me, to be real, and to do the best that I can to show somebody that the afterlife is real 1%. I think that's a fair job. And I get to do it in a comedy club. I think that I'm bringing through a dad. Oh, don't camera him. He's used to it, but don't do it. Could be a step. All I know is that there's something about the way that you process and close yourself down to sleep. So it's not us, it's not our imagination. It really can happen. If he starts knocking while you're going to sleep, that's weird. I'm just going to say. There's no coincidences. They're probably building something fun up there. The first thing he says is that he's really happy you're alive. So I think that there may have been some times in your life where he was next to you that he might have not thought you were going to make it through to the next day. So I don't know if these are your like, I almost want to put you in Stafford on a racetrack or something, because I don't think he's talking about you doing anything bad. I think he's just talking about you being adventurous and maybe going head to head for a pink slip or something. I don't know, but it sounds fun. It sounds like you had an adrenaline desire. And I think that did your stepdad have part to raise you? Yes. And I think that part of that is because he didn't give up. You tried to get him to give up, and he's like, I was not going to give up on you. And then he said that once he got older, you didn't give up on him. So he's giving me a great sense of appreciation. I'm sure that there were shitty issues too, but there were good stuff in the end. He says again, I'm happy you're alive. Did he drink? Does your dad who's here drink? Somebody's a drinker. Okay. He's just pointing it out. I don't know. We'll leave it at that. Is mom still here? Mom is still here, right? She's not crossed? So So he must be next to her. And one of the reasons why I think I stopped here too was because of the cardinals. I think you might share that with him. I think you've had a lot of spooky things, and I'm happy that you probably share them. Yeah. He says that his heart wasn't strong. Do you understand this? Did he have heart issues? He says, isn't this good it's not hereditary? I feel like he couldn't get his heart in check and he really wanted to. Where's the S sound? Like a Stephen or a Samuel or S, something S? First name, last name? Okay. No, I won't. He talks about the chain, so he definitely wore a chain, so there must be some sort of a cross or a chain or something that he says it's like chain or chain linked or chained together. So I almost feel like it's some sort of a chain that maybe didn't have a link on it anymore, so we had to solder it closed. Do you use solder? Are you a welder, solder? Okay, so I just see somebody soldering something together. Old-fashioned, like though, with one of those little guns that comes down and turns all bright black and red. Shit you can't buy anymore, probably. I don't know. I'm sorry, I was whining. Just because your stepdad would be very old-fashioned. Did you actually go out and, he says you talked to him a lot, so there must be a small toolbox or a small red area or a small box of some sort where you see it, you have things, you're connected to him. It was better than throwing it out, he says. Do you understand? Yes? I mean something. Do you hate me, or are we best friends for life? Yes? Okay. Something. Well, she's giving me all these good yeses and nos, so we're in it. We're in it. They can't see you. That's why. And your recording will be real boring too, because neither one of you said anything. It'll just be Rebecca going on. I'm just saying. I tell people that all the time when we do like phone readings and stuff. I say, make sure you answer. Because when you go back to listen to this, you'll hear nothing but me. So, one moment, please. Twins? You said your grandmother had twins. So that means you have twin aunts and uncles or something, right? Okay. I don't know why that came back into my mind. Do we have twins here? No. Well, then that's just a flashback. Okay. Where's the T sound, like T, Tony, Anthony? Hold on. Do you understand that? No. You can say no. Okay. Please know that he feels like you did a great job taking care of Mom. I say did like you put her in a home. All I'm saying is she's good. Okay, so she's in a home. We're good taking care of Mom. That's funny. He looks at it like a home. You must be really good at that. He thinks that's great. And again, he talks about dying very quickly, like his heart can't handle this, and he's had pre-existing things, but he wasn't going to stop. So his energy level and his stress-causing level, he was never going to lower. I am who I am. I'm going to do what I want to do. And again, I just feel like I don't want you to get rid of this box. I don't know if it's a small craftsman toolbox or if it's a small fishing hook box, or it seems like you go there and that's where his things are. Does this make sense to you? Yes? Okay. He wants you to say yes. You're not gonna. I don't care. Don't pick on me. Of course he's gonna pick on you. Do you use music as a connection for him? Vintage records? You do? For him? Connected to him? Do you have a certain song? All right, well, he's telling me he uses music to connect to you. I understand. He said not records, and I went, okay. The radio, so he connects the radio to you. Do you use his radio also out in the garage or something? I feel like he's yeah, okay, thank you. He's like, it's not a fucking record, it's a radio. Okay, it's his, in the garage. So he feels like those two things, is it near this box? Okay, fine. Is that where the box is? The bin? Tools, tackle, something. All right, he don't care. Your dad, he's dad. I'm sorry, he'll always come through as dad. Stuff doesn't fit in his language. 40 years, yeah, that's a dad. He's really happy you're alive. Stay that way. I don't think you're doing anything to prevent that. I just think he was around when he would worry about you alive. That's what I'm saying. That's all. So he's just really happy. He has a lot of peace knowing that you're here good. Because of her, probably. We'll just give her all the kudos right now. He might be mad at you for bringing him later. I don't know. She's like, no. I'm like, of course not. He's a good guy. I love the birds. I love the birds. You're the bird girl, right? We got bird shit going on with you. Everybody, no, I don't want to see nothing or know nothing. And you had the Tony. Who's Tony? Okay, a younger one. Well, it's a cousin to you, a younger person. Who was I saying cousins to? To you? All right, forgive me. Vultures? Not birds, vultures. Hawks? Turkey vultures? Yeah, that's him. Do they actually land? Okay, I'm going to be weird and I'm going to tell a weird story. They say that it is true that sometimes planes hit birds, right? So I had a bird piece of a claw thing in my yard and he's going, yup, 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 she's got parts. Girl, you have parts of birds. You do. Thank you. He says, that's me. Need more? Do you dry them, sell them, make jewelry out of them? Potions? Oh, potions. Go, girl. What, all you Catholics? Frankincense? Myrrh? Can't bury you unless I have things on you. We're good. We're Catholics, you know. We're pagans. Do you understand what he's saying? He's saying you communicated with me this way already. Okay. Is he family to you? Are you family? How is he related to you? A nephew, so your mom. I know that. He's related to you, though. It's your family's side? Not dad's side? It is your husband's side. Okay. So not related to you. No offense. I don't mean it that way. He's definitely your nephew and loves you. He really loves you. He talks about his death being a life lesson. Boy, he puts his fucking hand down. Are you okay with that? No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. He goes, yes, it is. The life lesson. He was not supposed to be here, he said. Did he choose his way out? Okay. Forgive me for putting it that way. He refuses to say, he does not say suicide. He does not say I'm responsible for my own crossing. He says, I chose my...
Oh, really? He chose his way out all right. He chose his way out and sucked my microphone dead. Really? I might need a battery. Oh. Now you got one. Your cousin sucked the battery right out of my microphone. How's that? I think they're one day. Yeah. Your remote battery does this too? It's ridiculous. All right, so here's how. The bar is open, don't worry. I'll whiskey with you, girl. Don't worry, I got you. Think about it this way. Whiskey? Well, I like a little honey. You know. We are made up of three things: water,
So there we go. Ooh. Now, I don't mean to be weird. It went after him and Tony, but definitely your stepdad who drained that shit down. Just saying. Can't imagine? So we're made up of three things: water, bacteria, and electricity. And when we die, we give back to the earth the water and the bacteria. I am definitely whiskey and Burger King. Right? I like steak too, but you know. But then you have to consider that electricity, and what is that, and where does that go? And I believe that electricity is your soul. I believe that soul vibration, that electricity moves. It makes me shaky. It makes us feel things. It makes you hot or cold. It can make you crazy. It can blink lights. It can throw pennies. It can mess with radios, phones, TVs, computers, things like that. So it's really important that we understand sometimes that, you know, electricity runs on copper. Think of it that way too, or metals, or humans, water. So we always have a way to be able to connect with them and for them to connect with us. Good? Okay. All right. Well, high five to your cousin saying hello to Auntie. Shh. Do you have a dad? Frost?
They were like this, and they have the same
Your dad and him?
My dad's alive, but
They have the same problem. So he's just bringing your dad up. All right, well, that's no fun. Let's go kick his ass. He gives love. That's what I feel. He gives love. Tony will give love. All right. Off with my batteries, dudes. Who's the teacher? Do you have a teacher here? Whoops. Oh. Wait a minute. We are live. Okay, high five for the teachers. I shouldn't holler out. Do you work in a school system? Hold on. Say it.
the necklace, the cross necklace,
You brought it?
and I fixed it this morning.
You did. You fixed it like you're fixing jewelry, ball and chain kind of a thing. Not taking it away from...
You said S.
Stop. You're good. S didn't match them. Is it a male? Is it a dad connection? Okay. I'm going to go back. Those are beautiful earrings. Okay. I know what time it is. I know how many people are in this room. I know how boring it can get. Dude, I see. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. For one split second. Are you guys hot like me? Hot? Okay. When I am moving around from person to person, I get lost in the moment. And I enjoy every single vibration of every spirit of every loved one that comes through for this, that, or the other reason. I'm not looking for big bangs or small yahoos or high fives, but I am definitely feeling every single person's loved one. When it gets down to there's 20 minutes left, and you know that you have to sit here for 20 minutes and the chances are small, and I still hear shut up and read, I get it. Please know that I do the best that I can. There are so many mediums out there that you could go see to. There are many times that I'm out in places like this if you need to be around a medium like this. Please know that every single one of your loved ones, whether they come through or not, they're here and they love you. You can hear them. If you don't get a reading from me, you can ask for your signs, put your foot down, be insistent. By midnight, I want it. Okay? Just want you all to know. Because when I get normal, I get sad because I want to read you all night. We'd be here for a long time drinking a lot of whiskey. Oops. I gotta go back to where I was. Are you okay? Are you sure? Give me a hug. Okay. She misses you too. Okay. I still can't get over eating flowers. I'm sorry, you started me off in the right vibe. What can I say? I loved every minute of it. Tony doesn't regret anything he did. Just kind of like her son. I had fun living my life. And I kind of feel like your dad is feeling the same way. He's just trying to live his life. You understand? Don't be mad at him. But you can't change people. And Tony says he'll stand next to your dad. He loves him too. Okay. If I'm going to bring your dad in, your dad is like a whole different vibe. He's like, Rebecca, bring this shit up. I'm like, I can't go any louder. I don't know if it's because he's maybe the one who couldn't hear, but there's something he cannot hear. Okay. So is that the Steve that I wanted? Or what's his name? Sheldon, I wouldn't have gone. Okay. That was a definite feed. He says he doesn't like anything. Nothing. I don't want to be here. I don't like food. I don't like Republicans. I don't like Democrats. I don't like boys. I don't like girls. He hates this. Hates this. He says, I love you. I would do anything for you. I'll go into any environment. I'll wear any homemade sweatshirt. So you must make clothes for him. Yes. Amongst other things. He would keep everything. I'm sure that when he crossed, you guys probably realized just how much he kept. Understood? He says that he just did not feel good inside. Nothing about him felt good. Did he self-medicate? No? Eat? He ate. To me, that's self-medicating. The eating that he did was maybe, he loved to eat. Well, that must have made him feel really good. So there's something about that with him then. And we feed him. How are you connected? It's a grandfather to you and a father to you? Are you mother-daughter?
No.
Oh my God, I was going to say, that would...
Her mom is
I was about to have a heart attack on that one. Do you see them? I was like, you guys look like sisters. All right, good. I'm glad I understand that correctly because I wanted you to be family, but it didn't feel the same. But you've known him just as long. Okay. He says, I'm a father figure to everyone, whether they like it or not. They're going to do what I say, and if they don't have to come over and shut the garage door. Right? We need the garage door shut. Does he mess with your garage door? He loved his garage. All I know is this would be the guy to like raise a garage door up and down if this was his thing. Do you understand this? Okay. He also talks about, have you ever seen, what's that, Arrested Development, when they go, don't, there's money in the banana house?
Yeah.
Okay, there's money in his house. In the walls. Lot. She goes, a lot. Bitch, we ain't looking for your dollar bills in your walls. Don't worry. People got Ring cameras. It's useless. We can't do that no more. He was a saver for sure. We're talking about coins under the bed, car parts, and gun parts, and oil. Like, this dude was a pack rat, to say the least. He loves you. He loves you. He didn't expect you. He didn't expect you. How interesting. So he didn't expect to fall in love with your mom? Oh, that's a love story. He goes, that's a love story for another day. She's very young. How well, you know. Who cares? Who cares? Love comes in all ages, all sizes, all things. He did not like that I said that. He's obviously very, old-fashioned. We'll just say old-fashioned. He loves people, he's just old-fashioned. I don't know what you're talking about. Did he smoke? And I'm going to be very specific. A pipe? Okay. That's most of us. We don't always smoke either. Dick stands. He loves you. He does not love this. No. He says feathers. Do you understand? Is there feathers connected? Dream catchers, feathers from birds, feathers. Cats? You have the cats? Yeah. Okay. So he gives me the feathers. So do you find the feathers? I'm not talking about cats eating birds, because your cats to me are all indoor eating toys, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like feathers everywhere, he says. So watch him use the feathers as a sign by moving them around somewhere that would be like unusual. And you have 2 floors? Okay, I don't know why he talks about that. You saw him on the stairs?
I did.
Yes, you did. I'm in your house and he's standing at the stairs. Almost at the top. Almost at the top. Not quite, but almost at the top. He's like, yeah, he's spooker. I like that. You say that to him. Well, now you know. Your dad is cool. Sheldon? Tootie? Tootie? Tootsie?
Probably still my dad.
Oh, why?
Tina.
Huh?
Tina.
Tina. That's you?
That's my dad's, my mother.
Your mom, Tina. Well, he calls her a nickname. Tina, T, just T. Okay, don't call out. Piano? Tootsie? Tootsie, don't cry. Piano. Okay, thank you to your dad, brought me to piano. Do you have this piano? Okay. Is it a player? Because most players play that. Like you pump the bottom. Right? Is this a grandfather? Okay. I'm feeling old right now because it's a grandfather and I have a piano like this and it's like my father's. Like, don't get rid of this. Who has this piano? Gone? Oh man, firewood, huh? I'm just kidding. Is this on Dad's side? No. Say no. Okay, hold on. Everybody having fun? I want to hear it. Yes. Okay. Just making sure you're all alive still. I know. They all pay attention, so everything's quiet. I get worried. If I bring a grandfather through who wants to talk about piano, it, to me, doesn't feel like enough. Okay? I want to talk about Mom's side of the family, though. Is Mom there? Mom is here. Okay, so if I'm going to get a grandfather playing the piano on the other side of the family, but I know you want somebody on Mom's side of the family, is it a grandmother we want to bring through from that side? All right, let's see. Well, if he can stop playing piano for a hot minute. Did you inherit a house? Where's the house? Is the house that they're in still in? Don't shake. I got you. Am I talking to you?
It was an organ on a piano.
It was an organ on a piano. Is it in your house?
It was in the basement.
And you still have this house?
No,
No.
they just sold it.
You're going to take that as a layered reading, unless you know who Tootsie is. No, I'm just kidding. Take it as a layered reading. House just sold. Organ was in the basement. Is this on Mom's side of the family? Then you take that as a hello. I still have Dad's side of the family trying to say hi. Are we all family? Friends? All right. Well, hi, guys. Who's Rob? Literally R-O-B. An uncle. Is that also on that side of the family with the piano? No. All right. Well, is this an uncle in spirit? Oh, R-O-B, Rob. Okay. And if I connect to, go ahead. His brother is Rob, and in spirit, and the piano. So grandfather and son and uncle? Brothers. Grandfather's brother? Wow, you're good. I don't know my grandfather's brother. Anybody in here know their grandfather's brother's name? That was pretty good, I have to admit. Not everybody knows names like that. I don't know that kind of stuff. But Mom and Dad are both here. Okay, to me, this is a hello to Dad. I feel like the month of June is getting mentioned. Do you understand the month of June? Mom's birthday? Okay, well, we're bouncing back and forth. I don't like to bounce back and forth, but I do know that I feel like somebody's coming through playing piano, and I feel like it's a possibility then that it could be Mom's mom that he would be bringing through. Does that make sense? Did you have one of those families where everybody would get together on the holidays from both sides of the family? Okay, no, me neither. There are some families where you don't know which side is which because everybody hangs out. That's not mine either, but I find it interesting that there's this man playing piano and then this woman comes through on the other side. She would talk about your mom and she would talk about Rob. She goes very specifically, Rob. So there must be a joke about that. The way he likes to be called, his name, how he signs things. He doesn't use Bobby? No. Just no. Okay. That's a particular thing for people. Do you understand that? Okay. And then take that as a hello to your mom, not your dad. That's kind of weird to me. Are mom and dad together? Then they both got a hello today through you. Where's the Marie? Okay. Just, you know what you got? You got people standing next to you who started calling out all your loved ones to say hello. That's fine. That falls into the here and there rule when they want to start talking about everybody, whether they're here or there, to make sure everybody gets a hello. Understood? Do you have kids? I'm not giving you the condom comment. Are you married? No, I should, but I'm not gonna. Interesting. Hi. How are you? You have a lot of this vibe. So I would hang out with you. You're one of those people who would be on the same wavelength. Like if I walked in a place and I was like, nah, you'd be like, I get that, let's go. Right? Or if I wake up and I'm like, no, we're going today. You'd be like, I get it, today's the day. Somebody's talking about numbers with you. They're telling me, I'm not saying play the numbers. Listen, if I could get the numbers, do you think I'd be here? If you're hoping for that. My son had a dream about that once. I do feel like I have a younger male coming through. Is that okay? Okay. Are you okay? Yes. She's that nervous one that's going to come over and clean all the dishes when you're having a meeting. This must be immediate family because I feel like you're trying to block me and I'm going to block you back. Is that okay? Okay. Is somebody younger than a dad? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to say that I'm slowing down or getting tired, but I am going to say that this is somebody who would never let me walk by you, and I hadn't yet, because I was always going in the other direction, but they's like, don't walk by her. I said, okay. This is an endless love. Is this a love? Is it family or is it relationship? Did we lose like a husband or a boyfriend kind of thing? That to me is a love. That's the person who's saying, do not walk by her without stopping and saying hello. I feel like in your head, even though you're very calm and you look emotional, which is good because I'd be crying if you weren't, they are clearly telling me that you were their love and that you thought of them. Did you write their name down? I feel like I have it written. Is it tattooed on you written? No. Did you write it down? He had your name tattooed. Thank you. And he just says, thank you for not walking by her. That was respect. I don't think he was allowed, this is really hard, I don't think he was allowed to be with you. I don't know what to say. Do you understand? Okay. You get it. Say I get it. Okay. The Rebecca body had to hear it. Because it doesn't feel good. It hurts my heart. So he says, so just so you know, you definitely have a soulmate in heaven. I'm that one. I'll always be there for you. Ink doesn't come off. This one, no offense, now that he has stepped aside a little bit, the love that came from him was intense. He was not the best man for you. If I was your best friend, I would have been like, fuck no. But this one, no, this one was one of your soulmates here. This was one of those. And he says thank you for he keeps saying thank you, thank you, thank you. So he must have thanked you a lot as well. Do you understand that? Whew. Okay. I'm sorry, whoever else it was that may have been trying to get in. It was just my love. And did he speak a different language too? Because he's singing Spanish. Is it Spanish? But it's not normal Spanish. So, and I say this because if you guys were to hear Vermont accent, which I did hear in spirit, but if you hear in real life, Vermont, Bronx, Connecticut, Texas, whatever, we all got a different vibration, right? We all got a different thing. This has a different vibration to it. So is it more south? Where is it from? Just Puerto Rican? Well, he's got a southern Puerto Rican vibration. A mí me hablo español un poquito y muy mal. ¿Sí? Sí. He speaks Spanish very well and only. So everything he just gave me was in Spanish. So he gave me a quick lesson today again. Most of it is mi amor. You know? All right, I'll high five you and move on because I love you. Thank you. Ooh, that was fun. I like her. Oh, what's up? Moms again. Do you have a mom in spirit? I just need you to know that she says that you did something for her on Mother's Day this year, which I'm sure all y'all did. And she says that she thought that was great, that you actually felt her. And then did something happen wildlife-wise? Did like a butterfly come by? And were we off season? Because we're in butterfly season's just starting like next week, you know? But she says wildlife, but we were outside. So did you bring flowers to her? You put flowers on her grave. She just wants you to know she was there and saw that. Not all moms have graves, you know? Whew. You still have to do something to that grave. So you clean it up and take care of it. She's like, she's got to come back and fix that. So your maintenance. Thank you for letting me share that. She said she's with you every day, so you either wear her rings or wear her jewelry or clothes. You have her incorporated into your day-to-day. Does that make sense? She's in your drawers. So her clothes would fit you. Yeah, we don't get rid of that good Sage Allen stuff. Anything in a D&L box, in the jewelry box, keep it, because that's good stuff. I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. Is that another son? Hi. I don't know. Look, I caught your ass. Look at.
No volume.
Damn right. I do the same fucking thing. I'm reading somebody else, not me. Who cares? No, I'm just kidding. I play Candy Crush, by the way, in case anybody wants to find me. I either have another younger man, brother, son. So I'm connecting with a younger man. They stopped me. I had to stop right here. If it's not her, it's going to be you. Is it a son? But it's a brother? How young? I'm asking because I'm at the end. Was he under 30?
He's over 30.
He was over 30. No. I got a younger man coming through. Say no.
No.
All right, let me try again. Gotta take your jacket off so I can see more sparkle.
It's cold.
I'm sorry, they just love you. They want me to stop and talk to you. And I said, okay, I will. I'm going to ask you your first name.
Natasha.
Hi, Natasha. Okay, I'll ask. I have a B. They give me a very clear letter B. Are we friends? Are we together? Did you guys? Okay, well, that's good. You're allowed to have friends. Dad is here. Mom is here. 4 of you in the family? 4 kids?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're all here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Are we navigating home already? Give me a hot minute. I'm not done yet. Too fucking funny. Is there a Brooke? Brooke? If it's going to be a B on your end, is it your brother is a B name? I'm going to take it. It's just really funny. Her brother in spirit is obviously sitting with you. He must think she's adorable, right? That sucks when the soulmates are dead, you know? Oh my God. I'm just kidding. They're not all dead. We still have hope. Your brother would do that? Be a flirt and be all over the place? Okay. He wasn't healthy. Your brother wasn't healthy mentally or physically. Do you understand this? He says, you weren't raised with me that way. Do you understand this? So there's something about you either not being raised the same way or not being raised in the same home. Were you raised in separate homes? Or just not the same way at all?
We were raised in the same home later.
Completely different.
Later on. We were in the same home.
Later on. And to me, he makes me feel like, with his death being the way that it was, people are still, I understand, this was a trauma? Okay, because he says that the trauma still vibrates throughout the house, so you guys are still dealing with this, right? Okay, and is this, and I'll ask, but that was a name before, is June a connection?
He knew it.
He knew prior, right? And then, so he shows me that, that ripple effect in the family, he says everybody had to learn from that. So people got better because of his death. Yes, okay. Very rarely does a spirit come through calling out that good things happened as a result of their crossing. He said, but one for the many. And he talks about his trauma being that one freak thing that nobody thought would happen. Does that make sense? Is it an accident? No? Well, he says it's the one freak thing. I want to say fentanyl so bad I could throw up in my mouth. Is it fentanyl? Yes? Yes, that one freak thing. I'm sorry, because he says it's accident. He says it's an accident. It's an accident. So I'm going to say this. If he accidentally overdosed on fentanyl, then that woke up somebody else in his space, his family circle or his friend circle who went clean because of it. Do you understand? So he's just saying, isn't that a great thing? He's really fucking weird, Your brother? I can't wait to meet him over there. Well, I just met him here, but can I say he looks like you? No? Is he a half brother? Half. Is it dad half?
Stepdad half.
So it's not a relation at all.
Stepbrother.
Really? Would you say he has brown hair, brown eyes? Okay, he just looks like you in my mind. He goes, look, we look like brother and sister. I'm like, okay, makes sense. He still says we're raised the same way.
Yes.
Okay. The last thing he talks about is dogs.
He had a dog.
Who's with him?
No.
No? Well, he talks about this dog. Who has this dog?
My stepfather had a dog that's probably with that,
Okay, but where's his dog?
with his girlfriend.
With his girlfriend. Well, he just decided the dog, not the girlfriend. That's so funny. I would say that is a sign to say hi to the girlfriend. But I'm a dog lover, so I'm not really sure. He's either saying hi to the girlfriend who has the dog, or he's saying hi to the dog. Opinions? That was kind of funny, I have to admit. He says there's other people here, but this is he says I kind of jumped in the front of the line. He said that, I don't think so. He said I'm not the only one in the room who's had that kind of an experience with the fentanyl, which I'm sure that he's not the only one. I just feel like he's the funniest one because he's I'll tell her. He's finally at peace. So he battled a lot. And he says, I love you.
Thank you.
Hi. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. Are we wearing tie-dye on purpose? Were we trying to? No? We just did that. Somebody got the memo? I love that. Go for it. I need to know, where do I hear the bee name? Like Barb? What is it with the fucking bees tonight, guys? I can say other letters. Barbara? Who's Barbara? Are you? Your mom is Barbara? Is this your mom too? Oh, she stood right here and went, hi, I'm Barbara. All right, so if you have a family member with a B name, apparently May 21st at the Funny Bone is B.
She's still here.
That's fine. If your mom, Barbara, is still here, you still did good to say yes, because I know. What are you going to say? Are you a Barbara too?
My mother.
Your mom is a Barbara? Blanche. I like Blanche. Don't call out. Hold on. And do we have Dad there? He's here? All right, well, somebody needs to mention Barbara then, so we're going to go immediately to your mom's side of the family. Would this be the grandmother on mom's side of the family? Because she seems to be the one that would come through the strongest. She'll bring your grandfather with her, and then she says there's a new one. I'll ask. One moment. Is there a dog? Is there a poodle? There's a poodle, right? Say Say yes, there was. Okay, I'm with the right person then. No offense. Was yours a poodle too? Okay, good. Leave her with her dog, leave you with your dog. I'm not an animal communicator, but when I get tired, they get louder. Because people get quieter, happens. I'm not saying I'm connecting with a poodle. What I'm going to say is that this grandmother makes sure that she wants to come through and say hi. She wants to say hi to mom. She would also reference birds, but she's not going to mention anything in particular with birds. She's not going to say cardinal. She's just going to say the bird. Does this make sense? So we can take a robin instead? Or a bluebird instead? It has to be a cardinal? She said it doesn't have to be a cardinal. Okay. But she does feel like it's something important. Do you understand? She says, take care of your mom. I don't read health. Do you hear me? I expect every single one of you people who have a mother to take care of your mothers. So take care of your mom. But I know that she means it in more ways than one. So I think you guys are trying to come up with some decisions. And she says, just treat them like the rest of us. We'll be fine. So when she says that, think about where she was and what happened with them and kind of put the same thing on into her. And she goes, fuck it, you can't get rid of anything. You're not going to get rid of the house. You're not going to get either one of them out. She just goes, fuck it in the bucket. Did your grandmother curse?
Oh.
Yeah? Well, apparently we had a cursing grandmother, so that's fine. And who's the Juju? Julie? Who's Julie? A sister? Julie is so freaking cool. Are you wearing her? Is she living? Where's Julie? Passed. Okay, just, you're looking around. I'm like, is she here? I know she's here.
Somebody else is here.
Who? Her daughter? Granddaughter? Granddaughter. Okay, so when she gets here, she in the bathroom? She can hear me. Oh, it's yours? Come on over here. I'm going to talk to your grandma.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry? She works here. This is fine.
Her mother and her granddaughter, or her daughter and granddaughter, don't like when you focus in on them.
Oh, yeah, well then, don't work here on the show I'm working on. My kid works here. I love you too. She's not mad because what happens is, I know this place. This is one of those great places. They have a schedule where, there's a schedule. You can not work if you want. Rebecca's going to be there. Not work. Your sister just wants to say how much she loves you. She thinks that it's fantastic. This is Julie, grandmother. So for me, in some way, she swoops down because she wants to kind of put a Band-Aid on your little worry wart. You wake up and you worry all the time, and she says, don't. She talks about you and her really looking alike. Like, oh my God, look at us. We look so much alike. So she references that with you. She's at peace. You worry about her being at peace because of how she died. Because I think you and her were linked, like a sibling should be linked. And I think that she says, thank you for taking some of my pain. So you took it. So I don't know if that's because your hands were on her, or if you were just near her, or you were just praying really loud for her, but she knows that you were taking some of her pain, and she says, thank you. And she says that you should be proud.
I'm not sure why.
Are there 3 kids? Where are the 3? Do you have 3? I know, I hear. They shut me off.
2 in a step, so yeah, I have 3.
2 in a step. That's 3. She goes, proud of you. Proud of you. You can go back to work. Your grandmother loves you. I won't woo your grandmother in here. I promise. You're beautiful. Dougie? Diane, who's Diane? You have a sister spirit too? So I went from one sister in spirit, Julie, to one sister in spirit. They shut me off. You guys are going to hear me slur. I know that may sound funny, but that's because that's what they did to my brain. So in less than 5 minutes, I'm going to be outside. I'll sell books for $13. You can hug me. You can take pictures. You can yell at me. You can do whatever you want. I'll be out there. Please know that your sister wants you to know that she wants to, this is so funny, she wants you to know that she doesn't just look at heaven and earth as the only spaces that one can be within. She really talks on a scientific level about where she is and what she does and how she communicates. And she says that this may give you some explanation to the dreams that you have with her because you never recognize where she is. Have you had dreams? Say no. No. Okay, so she's talking about connecting with you on different planes. So if it's not a dream, have you been meditating and met with her?
I think about her all the time.
We all think about all of our people. Okay, so I'm going to say this. All the different signs, the pennies, the feathers, everything. But she's telling me I'm trying to communicate with you on all kinds of different levels. So if that means catching her on camera, if that means seeing her in a dreamscape, she is showing me that she is very much trying to connect with you on multiple venues, which is kind of cool. And she keeps saying to me, well, I think you're beautiful. She keeps saying, tell her how beautiful she is. And I think inside and out is how she was as well. I love that. I'm going to walk my way around and get back up to the stage. Don't move yet. Well, you can move if you want. That's fine. Don't move. You've got to go slow here. Hi. There's not another sister, is there? Okay. I can't hold you and read. Hold on. Is there a Paul? Paula? Pauline? Is this you? Okay. Trauma. They just showed me there's a trauma. Right? It might not be you. Did we have another drug issue here? 2 of them? I'm holding you like I have issues. Look at me, I'm like, can you help me? There's someone with a P letter over here. Paul? Paul. That's fine. It's a hello. In some way, that name came out as I'm focused this way. Somebody back here pointed at my shoulder and told me that there were drug issues. So 2. How am I supposed to know which way to go? I know they shut. Remember? Yes. You have a Paul, and it's with drugs. Deceased. Please understand that they shut me off. So as much as I'm trying to pinpoint the things that I can, what happens when they shut me off is the shit goes all over the place. It doesn't have a happy landing, But if you have a Paul who had the drug issue and is in spirit, please know he was trying to get the shut off Rebecca to get hello and to make sure you know he's okay. Is this yours? No, but you understand. Thank you. Okay. I'll go this way instead. All right, everybody who didn't get read, go, aww. And everybody who had a good time, go, woo woo! Woo! Good. Well, that wasn't very fucking many. Now I can do. Did y'all have a good time? Good. When I don't get read, I usually punch my steering wheel on the way home. I wouldn't advise doing that. Just put the radio on and be done with it. Their song will come on. Is this yours that's crossed? One of yours? Is it like a son or a stepson or like that? No, but a male. And you have a male cross too? But that doesn't look like one of yours. Is it to your side? It's dad? And yours is a dad connection as well? And are they both because of drugs or drug use? Okay, so let's end a reading with a layer. Do you guys understand what I mean by that? Laura Lynn Jackson calls them Me Too's. I think a couple other medium piggybacks. Some call them piggybacks. There's no excuse why you guys don't, why you guys are sitting next to each other. There's probably no coincidences. Is there something where her brother would come through and relate fentanyl and throw it back towards you? Both of you. Okay, again, this is, Rebecca's got 2 hours. Let's just throw us in together at the end. That's what that is, right? And can you tell me if January is a connection for both of them? Yes, and can you both look at the clock? What is it? 111? Is those your signs? Is it 11? Is it 112? What is it? 104?
They couldn't nail it down, so between one.
So what do you use? 111?
Not for him, but for someone else.
For someone else. Okay. So just because they go, stop, Rebecca, and I went, well, the number's got to mean something.
Mary Ann's sister died on
111. Oh, I forgot. That's right. That's who y'all are. Trying to figure out who. Yeah. Ooh. All right, that might have been a sign for me. Begin it with Alice in Wonderland and end it with a 111. Not Alice in Wonderland, that was a Freudian.
Wizard of
Oz. Right. Your dad just says, yep, go figure, save the best for last. Which means your dad just ditched on that.
Yeah.
Which would be typical. Your dad was your hero. Your dad had fentanyl, or just the drugs, not the fentanyl. That was an accident. He said he accidentally overdosed. He said he would never have left you. He said he had pain. He was just trying to shut down. Your dad said he looked for you for a really long time. Can I say that to you? Do you realize that your dad looked for you? And then he says to me, that's kind of wild. When your dad in spirit can say that he knew that he looked for you. And now he says he doesn't have to look anymore. He said he was sick, that's why. Do you understand that? So he was in pain. So he was using pain pills? Your mom was? Did he take them? They were apart. Is your mom in spirit too? Oh, so we have a mom coming through talking about the pain pills. And you've had quite a lifetime, huh? Good thing you wound up with this fucking fine fella. He has been holding her hand for 2 hours straight. That's that one. See? Because you know her parents would kick your ass from spirit if you didn't, right? At least her mom. Yeah. All right, guys, you have to make sure you let me get out to the table.